In a rehearsal for their Bundesliga match on Saturday, Bayern Munich beat RB Leipzig 5-4 on penalties after an exhilarating contest. Elsewhere, Cologne scored 3 and Berlin and Bremen knocked out Hoffenheim. DFB-Pokal 2017-18 RB Leipzig, Bayern München Jubel, Imago S. Wells. RB Leipzig 1-1 Bayern Munich, Bayern won 5-4 on penalties. Forsberg pen 68, Thiago 73. Timo Werner missed the crucial penalty as Bayern Munich beat RB Leipzig on penalties on a thrilling night in the second round of the German Cup. Leipzig's rise to prominence has turned this clash into one of the most eagerly anticipated on the German football calendar, and they served up another absorbing contest at Red Bull Arena on Wednesday night. An open but attritional first half saw plenty of tasty tackles, including one by Arturo Vidal on the very boundary of the penalty area on Leipzig's Emil Forsberg. The referee initially pointed to the spot, but after some deliberation and the protests of the Bayern players, only a free kick was awarded. The combative nature of the game spilled over 9 minutes into the second half, when Leipzig's Naby Keita dragged back Robert Lewandowski to pick up a second yellow card and leave his side with 10 men for the rest of the game. But the hosts made the breakthrough in the 68th minute, and it came courtesy of a Forsberg penalty, but the argument of whether the foul was in or outside the box was again the talking point. Jerome Boateng wafted a leg out tripping Josef Poulsen, but this time the decision to award a spot kick was met with fewer Bayern protests. DFB-Pokal 2017-18 RB Leipzig, Bayern München Timo Werner, Imago Emil. Leipzig were only ahead for 5 minutes though. Boateng made amends for his error with an inviting cross that Thiago Alcantara met with a perfect header that flew past Peter Gulaxi. The home side played their part as an attacking force throughout, but Bayern started to make their extra man count as the game edged towards full time. The biggest chance within the 90 minutes fell to Mats Hummels in stoppage time, but the Germany defender couldn't convert with his header, and the game spilled into extra time. Bayern continued to dominate in an open and exhilarating extra time and seemed certain to take the lead in the 100th minute, but heroics from Leipzig keeper Gulaxi kept Lewandowski and then Joshua Kimmich at bay. Lewandowski somehow missed another chance, with Gulaxi atoning for a previous error with a key save from the pole. With nothing to choose between the sides, the game went to penalties and Bayern prevailed, with Sven Ulreich saving the crucial spot kick from Werner and sending Bayern into the last 16. The good news for the neutral is that these sides go at it again this Saturday in the Bundesliga, but in Munich. Cologne win big, Hoffenheim crash out. DFB-Pokal 2017-18 Hertha BSC 1. FC Köln 2. Tor Köln, Imago Camera 4. Cologne were liberated from their Bundesliga troubles with a big win in the German capital, beating Hertha Berlin 3-1 at the Olympic Stadium. Goals from Simon Zoller, Dominic Mero and Christian Clemens proved the difference as Cologne scored more than one goal in a game for the first time this campaign. Hoffenheim were sent packing in a close game in Bremen. A first-half goal by Werder's Ishak Belfodil, a scrappy goal from close range, proved the winner as Hoffenheim struggled to penetrate a disciplined defense. The closest the visitors came was a second-half strike by Kramaric, which hit the bar. The draw for the last 16 is on Sunday, with the matches taking place on December 19 and 20. Wednesday German Cup results: Leipzig 1-1 Bayern Munich. Bremen 1-0 Hoffenheim. Freiburg 3-1 Dresden. Regensburg 2-5 Heidenheim. Hertha Berlin 1-3 Cologne. Wolfsburg 1-0 Hanover. Osnabrück 2-3 Nuremberg. Kaiserslautern 1-3 Stuttgart. As it happened, so the pair meet again in Munich on Saturday in the Bundesliga. What psychological advantage will this win give the champions? Hanks remains unbeaten, and if you count the encounter as a whole, he has won all his 4 games back in charge so far. Penalties: Werner misses. Bayern win 5-4 on pens. Ulreich saved weak effort. Robin. Bayern 5-4. Orban scores. 4-4. Rudy scores. Bayern 4-3. Halstenberg scores. 3-3. Hummels scores. Bayern 3-2. Campbell scores 2-2. Alaba scores. Bayern 2-1. Bernardo scores. 1-1. Lewandowski scores. Bayern 1-0. Extra time over, 1-1, we go to penalties. 11:72 Werner fires just wide from distance. Thrilling. DFB-Pokal 2017-18 RB Leipzig, Bayern München, Imago miss B fail. 11:42 For once this is a really interesting extra time. Neither side wants penalties. 11:32 Werner puts the ball in the net, but was long flagged offside. 11:22 Alaba slips, when in a great position for Bayern. 10:62 back underway. 10:52 halftime and extra time. Bayern so close to scoring there. 10:52 Lewandowski blasts over when easier to score. Gulaxi mistake initially, but he maybe got a touch as it went over. Youth team striker Reed hit the bar moments earlier. All Bayern. 10:42 Bayern with the man advantage piling on the pressure. 10:12 subs for both sides. Sabitzer off and Lamer on for Leipzig. Thiago off and Reed on for Bayern. 1002 Brilliant double save from Gulaxi. Lewandowski and Kimmich denied. 952 Thiago booked after kicking Demi in the face. Accident but still. 912 underway in extra time in the big one. An important win for Bremen coach Alexander Nauri eases the pressure somewhat. Hoffenheim have been stuttering ever since Nagelsmann was linked with Bayern long-term. Full-time, Leipzig 1-1 Bayern, extra time awaits. 90+22 Hummels with a chance to win it for Bayern, but his header is straight at the keeper. 852 Timo Werner is off the bench and has already stuck the ball in the net, but he was offside. 802 Bayern come closest to going in front, but Gulaxi saves well. 792 goal. Freiburg wrap up their passage, 3-1. Haber the scorer with a tap-in. 732 goal. Bayern level. Thiago heads in a beautiful ball over the top from Boating. DFB-Pokal 2017-18 RB Leipzig, Bayern München tour, Getty Images AFPR Michael, 692 fantastic penalty. Right in the corner. Unstoppable. DFB-Pokal 2017-18 RB Leipzig, Bayern München Elfmeter, Getty Images Bongertse Hassenstein. 682 goal Forsberg scores for Leipzig. 1-0. 672 This time Leipzig do have a penalty. Boating on Poulsen. This time I think it is just in the box. DFB-Pokal 2017-18 RB Leipzig, Bayern München road cart, Getty Images Bongertse Hassenstein. 662 Lewandowski just pulls the ball wide for Bayern after powering forward. 612 goal. Schuster with a great free kick to put Freiburg 2-1 up. 582 Rudy on for Vidal for Bayern. Hank saving Vidal from his own red card. 542 Kita sent off for Leipzig. Second yellow for a foul on Lewandowski. The Liverpool-bound midfielder has been tenacious all night but it has gone too far. 552 Cracker of a game in the non-Bundesliga encounter. Heidenheim heading for round 3. 522 Kramaric smashes the crossbar for losing Hoffenheim from a free kick. 502, but Freiburg hit back straight away through Peterson. 482 goal. Dresden winning in Freiburg, potential shock on the cards. Dreadful defensive mix-up allowing Benatelli to chip in. We still can't decide at DW Towers whether that was a Leipzig penalty or not. So VAR might have been no use anyway. Remember it isn't used in the cup before the last 8 stage. Fighting talk from Leipzig there. DFB-Pokal 2017-18 Werder Bremen, TSG Hoffenheim Tor Bremen, Imago nerd photo, HT, Leipzig 0-0 Bayern. The visitors started the better, but the hosts ended the half well. 452 Leipzig's Kita in the book for a robust tackle let's say. 362 Forsberg just fires over with the dead ball. Whether that was a penalty will be debated all night. I can't call it. 50-50. 342 penalty for RB Leipzig was initially awarded, but after consulting with the linesman, it is now a free kick. Vidal with a silly foul. Hard to say if it was in or out of the box. DFB-Pokal 2017-18 RB Leipzig, Bayern München, Imago Ulmer, 332 Augustin tests Ulreich, but it is a simple save. Final regular pass missing for the bright hosts at the moment. 312 goal. Bremen take the lead through Belfidel from close range. Some respite for Nauri. 252 Forsberg with Leipzig's best chance so far, weaving inside the box, but his shot was blocked by Ulreich. 222 yellow card for Bayern's Boating. 202 Bayern have 62% possession so far, 87 passes after just a quarter of the game. 162 very quiet in the other late kickoffs. The early matches had a bit more zip. 82 chance for Bayern as Lewandowski drills a low ball across the face of the Leipzig goal and Bernardo almost turns into his own net. 32 decent sides put out by the two big guns. It might be the cup, but they are both taking it seriously. With two teams on a roll, there is no reason to change this much. Kickoff in Leipzig. Cologne win only their second game of the season, with both victories so far coming in the German Cup. They dominated Hertha from the start in Berlin.